Tim from IunderstandZine.com, and I'm here with Art from Everclear. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing good today. It's been a while since you played shows in Tampa. How's it feel being back?
Feels great being back. It's hot, muggy, sunshine, lots of girls, a lot of excitement for the show tonight.
Your last official original material release was in 2006.
Right.
Any plans for a new CD?
Brand new CD coming out hopefully this year. We're finishing it right now. I got about 3 more vocals to do, and we'll start mixing next week, and should have it done in the next couple of weeks. So when it comes out, hopefully it'll come out in the fall. You know, it depends on the people putting it out, so we'll see.
Any U.S. tour plans for after that?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, we'd like to put a package together. I've been wanting to put a package together of like cool bands from the 90s that all have new stuff coming out. You know, not just like doing the nostalgia thing. Bands that are from then that are still current valid that are putting out stuff. I think that would be a good choice. People are going to see it.
Any bands in mind for that?
I'm keeping it close to the chest, but we'll see. I mean, there's bands out there.
You played a lot of solo shows in the past. You have some coming up in the present. How was that for you and the crowd's reaction?
I love doing solo shows. It's more intimate in some ways. It's just more interactive. I'm sitting right there. There's nothing to hide behind. It's kind of exciting and kind of scary in a way because you're playing with a big band, a lot of guitars, keyboards, drums, bass, people yelling. It's
biggest leading distributor.
You do that with solo, everybody knows it. So it makes you really have to, I feel like I really have to be on my game, and I have to be able to roll with the changes. So it's a lot of fun. Awesome.
If you picked one show or a couple shows that stood out to you above the rest, what would it be and why?
Well, the main show that comes to mind is back in 1996, for the first time we played it was called the HFS, Big Radio Show. And it was like 89,000 people in RFK Stadium, which isn't even there anymore, Washington, D.C. And I'm telling you, us, Korn, huge bands at the time, White Cross John, Jewel, No Doubt. I mean, it's huge, right? Huge show. And I remember we came out and played about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the whole crowd just lost their minds. Everyone, when I went into Santa Monica, everyone was singing Santa Monica, and it just gave me chills up and down my body. So I have to say that one was exciting.
Awesome. Out of all the Everclear and Colorfinger releases, which one means the most to you? Which one are you most proud of? Which one most you're
I think the one that I'm most proud of, I don't know, it goes between So Much for the Afterglow and All Your Man Show. I really produced those records. There was labors of blood. It took me about a year and a half.
I was there.
Yeah, those are. I think the final result was pretty amazing. 2 different sounding records, but I think they were a good evolution. I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick So Much for the Afterglow. That really embodied what we were then and what we are now. Our new stuff is much more guitar oriented again. It's just louder and sarcastic and intense. More of a sense of humor, I think, than I used to have. I'm getting older, so I think that's cool. But it's very tongue in cheek, very dry humor. But it's cool. I can't wait for people to hear it.
For new musicians starting out, what kind of advice would you give them?
Give up. Never give up. If you give up, someone behind you won't. And if you do give up, if you don't give up, you still might not win, you might not get what you want, but if you do give up, you definitely won't. And I think perseverance and ambition, in a good sense, and talent and ability and all those things, they're all part of it. I think you have to have tenacity as well. And I think never getting a grip with your jaws and never letting go. You know, I made the analogy the other day to someone. I go like to win the lottery, and they're like, man, I think about winning the lottery all the time. I go, really? How often do you buy a lottery ticket? Never buy a lottery ticket. I mean, you know that you got to play.
You got to try. You got to put that.
You got to play. Stuff in the game. lot of people are afraid of failure, or afraid that they don't know this or that, and you just got to believe in yourself so much that you just do it.
Awesome. How was the transition from going from a 3-piece band to 5-piece?
It wasn't that hard. I mean, I played in bigger bands before. I mean, in the studio, I feel like live and in the studio are two different animals. And the way you do live, the way you know, will portray a song and your perception of a song, people's perception, how you perform a song is okay to be different than it is in the studio. I've always felt that. Bands I grew up with, very much so. Here's Zeppelin on a record, or like Zeppelin live, two different things. Live, it's more intense, it's more visceral, it's more immediate, it's right there, it's going by you. So it's transitioning. I mean, you know, we were only 3-piece for like 2 years. People tend to forget that. We've been a 5-piece. That's cool. It's nice.
You started a few of your own record labels. Would you like to tell me a little bit about that?
I believe in like finding music. I love finding music and I love to be a part of it. I've done it in the past with an indie label and I did it with major label distribution. It's pretty much the same. It's difficult to do because you always might believe in something, but to get everybody else to believe in it, there's politics, there's attitudes, ego, there's all sorts of things you gotta deal with. But I still love doing new music. Being excited about it.
Which would you rather prefer, recording with your own label or a major label?
Whoever's going to work my record better. You know, I mean, I'm recording this record, I own this record myself, and then we'll shop it around and see what it should be. You know, major labels want to hear it. I know big indies want to hear it. I'm going to put it out myself. We'll see what the best idea is. I want it to get as much enthusiasm behind it as possible. That's what I want. What about you?
I got a few quick hit questions for you. Just the first thing off the top. Last CD you bought?
Last CD I bought, I just bought it this morning. I bought the Fleet Foxes new CD. And first listen, I like it. I don't know if it's worth all the hype. You know, I like the harmonies and stuff. People are comparing it to President Still's National Young, and except for the harmonies and the acoustic guitars, I'm not really hearing it. Those songs are great. I gotta hear it more. To be fair, I heard it one time. So that's the last time.
Alright, this might actually answer my next question as well. What was the last song you listened to?
Actually, the last song I listened to is one of our new songs. It's called Better Without You. I'm listening to a vocal mix that just got emailed to me, and or a vocal edit, rather, vocal song, and just making notes and seeing how it sounds, and you know, just in the process of getting the best sounding record, you know, working it. So when I'm working on a record, yeah, just tweaking stuff. You know, I don't want to take that word out there. I don't like the way that word breaks. I want to sing it out and see it. You know, stuff like that. It just has to feel right. I want to listen to it and go, I can't make that better. And then you get to that point, you move on to the next one. And the next one you just, dude, I can't, this is it. This is the best I can make. And you got to take off those glasses. You know, 'cause it's kind of like when you're working on a record, there's so much aspect. You know, the old watchmaker glasses where the guys would pull out the little lenses? It's kind of like that. You got to get that, like, just tedious with it and just into it. But there's got to be a point where you just put it down and just done. It's not going to get any better.
What was the last band you paid to see live?
Oh, I know. The Rolling Stones. We played 2 shows with them. And with them and Metallica, we were the opening band. So we only played a half-filled house, which was only, I think, 33,000 people. Crazy. It's at a baseball park. But everybody, including people on the guest list of the Rolling Stones, had to buy tickets. Everybody bought tickets. Mick Jagger's friends came to that show. They had to buy tickets. He had to buy tickets.
That's insane.
Yeah. Tight, dude. That's hard. Oh, it's for management. I go, oh, man. But I pay money for me and my wife to see, my girlfriend at the time, to see the Rolling Stones. It was great. Keith flicked a pick off stage. It came right at me, man. I lost it in lights. I'm looking around for it, and this guy's coming over this seat. Big fat middle-aged guy. I'm middle-aged too. That big, working on it. And he comes over, and I'm like, dude, get out of here. I'm like, we're about to start throwing down. All of a sudden, my girlfriend goes, what? She caught it between her boobs. How rock and roll is that? And the next night at the meet and greet, when we saw Keith, she told Keith about it, and he goes, I did that on purpose to her. Like you could see her at like 80,000 people. It's awesome.
Who would you like to see be our next president?
Barack Obama. No doubt.
Thank you for your time, and in closing, is there anything else you'd like to add?